Good day, everyone, especially Miss Caitlin Opingo. I'm Gina Lynn Laron from BZ 1I3 Group 4, and now I will discuss all about the Lesson 2 Philippine Policy Background on Early Childhood Education, which is a history and development of the Philippine legal foundation of early childhood education. For Spanish, the aims are survival, conformity, inculturation. The types are informal education, practical training, and theoretical training. Methods are trial and error, show the tell and tell, imitation, and observation. In Spanish, aims are to promote Christianity, promotion of Spanish language, and imposition of Spanish culture. Types are formal education, religious education, catechism, doctrine, and vocational course. Methods are dictation, memorization, moro sinukola, and theater presentation. In American period, aims are to teach democracy and preparation to rule Philippines. The types are formal education, first public school, democracy, and English language. Methods are participation, debate, socialize, recitation, and game and playing. Department of Public Instruction created by Act Number 74. The Philippine Commission created the Department of Public Instruction through Act Number 74 on January 21, 1901. All schools established under auspices of the military government were under the control of the office of the department. As early as this law, the primary education established through it was considered free. Act Number 2706 and Commonwealth Act or CA Number 180 on March 10, 1970. Act Number 2706 was passed to maintain a general standard of efficiency in all private schools and colleges. The 1935 Constitution, the concept of free public primary education was also enshrined in the 1935 Constitution. The state interest in a complete and adequate system of public education was stated in Section 5, Article 14, to the effect the public education should be free and accessible to all citizens. Commonwealth Act Number 586 or the Education Act of 1940 on August 17, 1940, Commonwealth Act Number 586, otherwise known as the Educational Act of 1940, was enacted to comply with the constitutional mandate on free public primary education. Proclamation number 1081 in 1947, Executive under number 94 was issued remaining the Department of Instruction to the Department of Education. In 1953, Republic Act number 896 or the Elementary Education Act of 1953 was passed again, revising the elementary school system and instituting a primary course composed of grade 1 to grade 4 and an intermediate course composed of grade 5 to grade 7. The 1973 Constitution and the Educational Act of 1982. The 1973 Constitution maintained the state interest in a free public elementary education. This concept of free education was, however, expanded to the secondary level if the finances of the state permit it. Batas Pambansa BLG 232. The Education Act of 1982. This was an act providing for establishment of maintenance of the integrated system of education. In accordance with Section 2, this act shall apply to and govern both formal and non-formal system in public and private schools in all levels of the entire educational system. The 1987 Constitution and concurrent legislation, both the 1935 Constitution and the 1973 Constitution, did not state that education at any level was compulsory. In the 1987 Constitution, elementary education was made mandatory. Education for All, EFA 2015. By 2015, the following 6 Education for All EFA goals: 1. Expansion and improvement of early childhood care and education. 2. Universal access to complete free and compulsory primary education of good quality. 3. Equitable access to appreciate learning and life skill programs for youth and adults. 4. Improvement of levels of adult literacy, especially for women. 5. Gender parity and equality in education. And 6. Improvement of all aspects of the quality of education and ensuring their excellence education for all 2000 to 2015. Republic Act number 10,157 or the Kindergarten Education Act and DepEd Order number 32 on January 20, 2012, the Kindergarten Education Act was enacted. Section 2 thereof declare it the policy of the state to provide equal opportunities for all children to a world of accessible, mandatory, and compulsory kindergarten education that effectively promotes physical, social, intellectual, emotional, and skills stimulation and values formation to sufficiently prepare them for formal elementary schooling and to make education learner oriented and responsive to the needs, cognitive and cultural capacity, the circumstance and diversity of learners, schools, and communities through the appropriate language of teaching and learning. Republic Act number 10,157. Early childhood education is a period when children start to learn basic skills, social and emotional skills, develop their interests, and from a relationship between their parents, peers, and teachers. It is their foundation and groundwork for their future development. Childhood care and education is more than preparation for primary school. It aims at the holistic development of a child's social, emotional, cognitive, and physical needs in order to build a solid and broad foundation for lifelong learning and well-being. Childhood care education has the possibility to nurture caring, capable, and responsible future citizens, say UNESCO about the importance of early childhood education. Hence, early care education put emphasis on the social, emotional, cognitive, and physical needs of the child for a strong foundation of learning and well being throughout life.
That's all, and thank you.